In the video, I will be showing off more Grand Festival secrets and hidden details you might have missed. But before getting into that, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Make sure you are hitting that thumbs up button as well. This is a secret that I didn't mention in my previous videos because I only spotted it after when I uploaded the first two videos, the second video in particular. So yeah, pretty much near where the jellyfish has dropped their ice cream. Yeah, pretty much if you do go into photo mode, if you do sort of look around the tent area, you can see Grisco posters on the floor and you can see a paw print of 3 toes, and I do believe this is Lil Judd, and I feel like this is another tease of them being connected to Grisco. Maybe they are running Grisco after what happened in the single player. But yeah, I feel like this is evidence that Lil Judd was in the area. Right next to this is the tent I just mentioned, and you can see an animal. And yeah, there are 3 animals in total that do represent each idol group. The next one is in the giant clam stage area. If you do go to the right VIP area, then yeah, pretty much if you do look at the top of the tent, then yeah, you can see the next animal. And then the next one, the last one, is right near it. It's pretty much right where the camera is. And yeah, if you do look up at the top, there is the 3rd animal. In the Grand Festival results, this noise did play when the results did get confirmed. This is a really cool reference to the first game where that noise also did play in the Splatfest results. After when the Splatfest was over, someone did go out of bounds in the Grand Festival venue and they did hear growling. I'm not sure whether this is sort of hinting towards something major happening in terms of Splatoon 4, whether this is a hint of what is to come in the series, or whether this was just like a mistake Nintendo did put in. It was supposed to be taken out. But yeah, this is not the first sort of weird noise Nintendo put in. But yeah, I'm just thinking whether it was supposed to be there because it was like an out of bounds noise only. It's not like the Museum Alfonsino noises from the statues that we can easily hear. So I'm not sure whether this is supposed to be hinting at something. But let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. On X, Ocean Slushy did point out a really cool detail. And yeah, deep cut in one of their performances on the first and second day, they are motioning each other's main weapon class, which is a really cool detail. It's just more evidence of Nintendo going that extra mile for the Grand Festival. So yeah, I just want to sort of talk about the performances as well, because the extended performances, one of them I did say was a reference to the side order DLC, but thanks to a few of you in that comment section of that video, you did correct me and said that no, it does come from the Japanese live concerts. And this is just awesome in my opinion, because yeah, those sort of concerts don't really happen in the West, so them happening in the game so that everybody in the world can see it and see these little cool details that Nintendo do put in, like the extended performances. Yeah, it's just really cool, and yeah, a bonus sort of detail. And yeah, the band, yeah, that can be found on Mahi Mahi Resort as well. But I already mentioned that in a previous short. Now, pretty much when we did get new stage dialogue, we did get this for Scorch Gorge. And yeah, it does sound a lot like the Grand Festival. Was that a reference of what was to come in terms of the Grand Festival? I'm not sure whether Nintendo would have planned it that far in advance. Thank you to Supersonic Blue 1027 or 1027 for leaving this correction in the previous video. So pretty much everybody thought that the Caddy plush drinking was a reference to the Pepsi meme, but it is an incredible reference to the news broadcast in Splatoon 1. So in one of those news broadcasts, Caddy did mention her favourite smoothie company she did go to all of the time. The booth at the Grand Fest is owned by the smoothie company, and they put Caddy's plush there as she is one of their most famous customers. They did this in the first game as well, because Caddy did mention to Marie about how they put a plush of her in an accomplice chain of the company as well. In another news broadcast, she mentioned a potential collab where Callie came up with a new flavour, Bomb Berry Rush. That flavour can be found in one of the smoothie machines at that booth, and it is what the Callie plush is drinking. So the whole booth is a reference to Splatoon 1, and that has completely blown my mind. And yeah, massive thank you to Supersonic Blue 1027 or 1027, because I've seen nobody talk about this apart from them. So yeah, I am really grateful they left this correction in a previous video. Before the Grand Festival, Nintendo did release this video showing the construction of the Grand Fest, and it is in fact Nintendo developing the Grand Festival. We get to see where Nintendo were placing certain items before they did move them, and settled on what we actually saw in the festival. It was just a really cool behind the scenes look that we don't really get to see that too often. I mentioned this in a previous short, but did the song Tomorrow Nostalgia Today sort of predict the Grand Festival, how pretty much tomorrow is Team Future, Nostalgia is Team Past, today is Team Present. Could well be, could just be a coincidence. That is actually going to be the end of the video, because I did sort of tally up all of the secrets and details that were going to be in this video, and it did come up to 33 in total, and it would have just meant for a really long video. So I thought it would have been best to split this video up into two parts, and that is what I'm going to do. So the next video is going to be mainly focusing on really cool details, and that is what will be coming up over on the next few days on the channel. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I will see you in that video soon.